Team selection: Florida State Seminoles.
Welcome everyone to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Entering play ball screen.
The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone.
Concept, out, PhD stretch.
To the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pocket breaking down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And if my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's McCoy. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Berry. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Entering play call.
Timeout called here by the
There are
defense.
6
It's their first of the
categories.
half. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the
Entering
stop,
play
and that's where they'll put it in play.
verticals. There are 13 categories. You have 25 options. The verticals is selected.
This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking for space. It's Green. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Barry. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position. And the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
shot single back.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Concept, outs, ISO, PHP led.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Hawkins. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella to football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
It'll be third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route and he dropped it. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
15 yards is selected.
No good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to Davis. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, a lot of space. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
This This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6.
Entering
Well
play
done.
call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Entering play call.
And for a quick
onside
update, let's go to
base.
Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Let's protect.
The give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Number 3 Sky.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. Pass to 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's Hill. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Platt. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Short hands, it's Horton. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. Grant behind the line. It's Green. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Entering play call, mesh barrier, special, Texas. Choice.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorback!
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories. Tempo. Formation. Errors. Concept.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
At the 45 on its way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This guy strikes fears in the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Here's the pressure. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Entering baseline, follow kick return.
The Knowles will line up to kick off and start the second half. That That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Media, mesh, there are 13 categories. You have 9 options. Mesh is selected.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 25. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the comeback is on.
Entering play call. Coach suggests
really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 24 to Maryland. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Ocha. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Number 3, formation, concept, formate, type, odd, storm grade 1.
Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44.
Pass.
Back to pass, it's Berry. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Pittman. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line.
It's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Yes.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. And they'll move the chains and get it to the...
Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Entering play call, mesh carrier.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And here they come almost all the way back.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Categories. Span 3. Number 4 Shogu. Number 1 Robert.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
There are 6 categories.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Find some fresh air. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out.
Turning it on. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he puts through the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Categories. Hot Blitz 3. Vision.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Play type, there are 6
well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. The 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw and talking. Pressure coming. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Play type, precinct, coach suggestions, precinct, concept, categories, formation, squad, Hail Mary, skip, shield, 6 categories,
the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15.
Categories, you have 9 options. Number 1, Robert is selected.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll give it to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up.
Cover 1, Robert.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period.
Fishing.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminole. They move on top here on the field.
Entering play call.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Free tight error for Caddy. Odd. Score number 3 match.
Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
You have 9 options. Load lock left is selected.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. You know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, concept, screen, run, AHP stretch.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
Oh, he dropped it! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. He'll pull it down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run at the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Going to try try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Every play magnified in the fourth quarter. You just get the thing tied up and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field possession. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jess agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Categories. You have 9 options. Number 1,
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
Yes.
To the air, it's Barry. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quarterback may change this route.
Yes.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Looking for room. It's Hill. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And into the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Entering play
It doesn't matter what the defense is trying to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score.
Max protect.
Try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone, and touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25.
6 categories, you have 9 options. Cover 1 robber is selected.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The play action fake. He's taking the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Motors out of bounds after the big pickup, and now they're in business, and time still left on the clock. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw, it's Berry. He wants a big play here late. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
You absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen.
Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, a last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions.